Hey there, folks. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, well, you're in for an absolute treat today. Buckle up because we're diving headfirst into a tale that's going to grip your heart and leave you in awe. I'm channeling my inner storyteller to bring you an unforgettable story from the annals of history. A story that's as raw as it is remarkable. Picture this. The year is 1940-something. The world's caught up in unforgiving clutches of World War II. Bombs rain from the skies, countries are torn apart, and the very essence of humanity is being tested. Amidst this chaos, there's a figure, a beacon of unbreakable valor, who stands tall in the face of adversity. And his name? Well, it's Lachiman Gurung. But hey, we're not just here to skim the surface. No, sir. We're diving deep into the pages of history, flipping through the emotions, the courage, the moments that define Lachiman Gurung's journey. This ain't your run-of-the-mill documentary. It's an immersive experience that'll make you feel the grit of the battlefield, taste the tension in the air, and hear the echoes of history's unsung hero. So, my friends, if you're ready to embark on this roller coaster of emotions and relive the past through the eyes of a true warrior, smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and get ready to join me as we unravel the tale of Lachiman Gurung, a man who didn't just fight for his country, he fought for the very essence of humanity. Stay tuned, because this is a story you won't want to miss. Let's get into it. So imagine, if you will, a planet engulfed by the flames of World War II. The skies painted with the hues of destruction as nations clashed in a battle for supremacy. But within this chaos, nestled high up in the rugged embrace of the Himalayas, was a land of brave souls known as Nepal. Now, our protagonist, Lachiman Gurung, wasn't just a mere bystander in this tale. Born and raised in the cradle of the Himalayas, he grew up with an unshakable sense of duty and honor. The windswept peaks and serene valleys instilled in him a deep respect for tradition and commitment to protecting his homeland. But as the war drums echoed across continents, destiny called upon Gurung and countless others like him. The British Indian Army beckoned, and Gurung answered with a resounding yes. The Gurkhas, as they were known, were a force to be reckoned with. Fiercely loyal, indomitably brave, and with a legacy that would soon be etched in history's annals. As Lachiman Gurung left his mountain abode to join the ranks, he wasn't just stepping into the shoes of a soldier. He was embracing a legacy that had been forged through generations. The path he tread on was one marked by honor, sacrifice, and an unyielding dedication to a cause bigger than himself. Now, as the clouds of war continued to gather over the globe, Gurung found himself at a crossroads. The British Indian Army, seeking warriors of unparalleled valor, turned to the Gurkhas, and Gurung, answering that call, joined the ranks of the 8th Gurkha Rifles. But before we plunge into Gurung's journey, let's take a moment to understand the extraordinary force that he was a part of, the Gurkhas. Hailing from the rugged landscapes of Nepal, the Gurkhas are a distinct group of warriors with a history that stretches back centuries. Renowned for their unbreakable valor and unwavering loyalty, these soldiers were more than just combatants. They embodied a way of life. Think the original Mandalorians. For generations, the Gurkhas lived by a code of honor known as Keda, which emphasized qualities like bravery, loyalty, and integrity. It's a code that's passed down from one generation to the next, shaping not just their actions on the battlefield, but also their everyday lives. The kukri, that iconic curved blade that they wield, is not just a weapon. It's a symbol of their heritage, their courage, and their willingness to face any challenge head-on. But this wasn't just a job, it was a calling, a duty etched into his very soul. Gurung and his fellow Gurkhas weren't just soldiers, they were a living testament to courage, loyalty, and a legacy that spanned generations. Their reputation preceded them. Gurkhas were renowned for their indomitable spirit, their loyalty, and their trademark weapon, the kukri. But Gurung, armed not just with his kukri, but also an unwavering commitment, was about to step onto a global stage that would test his mettle like never before. As the war raged on, the Gurkha's loyalty to the British Empire was steadfast. They fought with a dedication that knew no bounds, proving time and time again that they were a force to be reckoned with. And in the midst of this chaos, Lachiman Gurung emerged as a beacon of bravery, a symbol of the unwavering spirit that defined the Gurkhas. So my friends, hold on to your seats, because the roller coaster of emotions is about to kick into high gear. As we journey deeper into the story of Lachiman Gurung, we'll witness courage beyond measure, loyalty that defies the odds, and a man who took up arms not just for his country, but for the very essence of humanity. Stay tuned, because this tale is about to hit its stride. Alright, history seekers, we're diving headfirst into the heart of Lachiman Gurung's journey during World War II. The stage is set, the characters are in place, and the tale is about to kick into overdrive. Brace yourselves, because we're about to witness a chapter that's as intense as it is all-inspiring. The Siege of Tobruk. Okay, so picture this, my friends. The scorching desert sands of North Africa, where the echoes of gunfire and the gritty winds set the backdrop for a battle that would test the limits of human endurance. Gurung, now a part of the 8th Gurkha Rifles, found himself amidst a maelstrom of chaos as Tobruk became the epicenter of a struggle that would redefine courage. But let's pause for a moment and delve into the strategic significance of Tobruk. For the Germans, this coastal city held immense value as a key gateway to the Suez Canal and a vital supply route for the Allies. Capturing Tobruk meant cutting off a lifeline that kept the Allies resilient, and the Germans were determined to tighten their grip on this pivotal point. On the other side of the coin, the Allies recognized Tobruk's importance in preventing Axis forces from advancing farther into Egypt and threatening the Suez Canal. Holding Tobruk meant maintaining a foothold in North Africa and safeguarding a crucial passage that linked the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. Okay, so now let's talk about the details. The Siege of Tobruk lasted for a grueling 241 days, stretching from April to December 1941. And within this duration, battles emerged that would define the ebb and flow of the siege. Notable engagements like the Battle of Gazala and the First Battle of El Alamein were critical turning points. The Allies were outnumbered, but they were relentless in their determination to hold Tobruk against all odds. And where did Gurung and his unit come in? They were right there on the front lines, fighting tooth and nail to hold the city against the relentless German assault. Gurung, now a Bren gunner, played a crucial role in the defense of Tobruk. His unit's unwavering courage in the face of constant bombardment and enemy attacks was nothing short of heroic. Their sacrifices, their unyielding spirit, and their ability to adapt to hold their ground when the odds seemed insurmountable contributed to the eventual victory of the Allies. The Siege of Tobruk, though grueling and costly, became a symbol of resilience and determination in the face of overwhelming adversity. Gurung's role, his determination to protect the city and his fellow soldiers, is a testament to the Gurkha spirit and a legacy that would be remembered for generations to come. So, my fellow time travelers, as we tread farther into the heart of history, remember that the Siege of Tobruk wasn't just a battle of bullets and bombs. It was a battle of wills, a battle that would define the course of the war. Stay tuned, because in the next chapter, we're about to witness Gurung facing a challenge that'll test his mettle like never before. Until then, keep those hearts open and those eyes locked in, because the tale of Lachiman Gurung is only getting more riveting. The plot thickens, my friends, as we enter a chapter that's as gripping as it is gut-wrenching. The Battle of Knightsbridge. So, picture this, the desert expanse of North Africa, a landscape that is unforgiving as the challenges faced by Gurung and his comrades. As the Siege of Tobruk raged on, a new crucible of conflict emerged, the Battle of Knightsbridge. This was a battle that would put Gurung's mettle and the Gurkha spirit to the ultimate test. Now, let's dive into details. The Battle of Knightsbridge was a part of the larger Operation Battle Axe, a British offensive aimed at relieving the pressure on Tobruk and breaking the Axis hold in North Africa. This engagement, lasting from June 15th to June 17th, 1941, pitted the British and the Commonwealth forces against the German and the Italian troops in a series of fierce clashes. Okay, so the name Knightsbridge might conjure up images of chivalry, but the reality was that it was far from romantic. It was a battlefield marred by the brutality of war. The deafening roar of tanks, the acrid smell of smoke, and the gut-wrenching sight of soldiers facing off in a deadly dance. Gurung and his comrades, once again standing shoulder to shoulder, found themselves in the heart of chaos. As Bren gunners, their role was pivotal, providing suppressing fire to hold back the advancing enemies and giving their fellow soldiers a fighting chance. The desert became a theater of war, and Gurung's unit became a living embodiment of valor. In the scorching heart of battle, Gurung and his fellow Gurkhas showcased unwavering determination. They fought not just for themselves, but for each other, and for the ideals that they held dear, and also for a brighter future. The Battle of Knightsbridge saw them pushed to the brink, facing wave after wave of enemy attacks. And through it all, Gurung's resilience and his refusal to give ground stood as a testament to the Gurkha legacy. But the Battle of Knightsbridge wasn't just about individual bravery. It was about the collective spirit that drove the Allied forces forward. The courage displayed by Gurung and his unit played a crucial role in repelling the enemy's advances and ensuring that the Axis forces didn't gain a foothold in Knightsbridge. As the battle raged on, lives were lost, sacrifices were made, but the spirit endured. And while the Battle of Knightsbridge was just one chapter in the larger Siege of Tobruk, it became a defining moment in Gurung's journey, highlighting his unbreakable will and his unyielding loyalty. So, my fellow history enthusiasts, as we bid farewell to the Battle of Knightsbridge, remember that this was more than just a clash of arms. It was a testament to the human spirit, a testament to the Gurkha spirit. This is the moment where emotions run high and courage shines brighter than ever before. Welcome to Gurung's last stand. As the sands of North Africa bore witness to the unending struggle of the Siege of Tobruk, Gurung and his fellow Gurkhas found themselves in a battle that would test the limits of their endurance and define their legacy. The stage was set, the stakes were high, and the enemy's advances grew more relentless by the day. Now, let's zoom in on the details. The Battle of Tobruk, also known as the Second Battle of El Alamein, was a monumental clash that lasted from October 23rd to November 4th of 1942. This was a turning point in the North African campaign, with the Allies under the leadership of General Montgomery launching a decisive offensive against the Axis forces. In the midst of this upheaval, Gurung's unit was stationed at a crucial defensive position. The enemy's onslaught was unyielding, and it was here that Gurung's valor would shine through more brilliantly than ever. His Bren gun became a weapon of defiance, a tool to hold back the tide of adversaries that seemed inexorable. As the battle raged on, the sounds of gunfire, the acrid smell of smoke, and the palpable tension filled the air. Gurung and his comrades faced wave after wave of enemy attacks, standing firm with courage that transcended the chaos. It's said that at one pivotal moment, Gurung's Bren gun jammed. But did that stop him? Not for a moment. He picked up his rifle and charged ahead, refusing to be deterred. The enemy's assaults were relentless, and amidst the chaos, Gurung's unit found themselves at the brink of exhaustion. And it was in this dire moment that Gurung made a decision that would etch his name into history. Despite being mortally wounded, he refused to retreat, instead choosing to make his final stand right there on the battlefield. Imagine the scene, my friends, the stand, stained with the blood of warriors, the sounds of battle ringing in the ears, and Gurung, a beacon of unwavering determination, refusing to back down. It was a sacrifice that would echo through time, a sacrifice that embodied the very essence of the Gurkha spirit. And it's here that we pause, in the midst of Gurung's last stand, to reflect on the magnitude of his courage. The Battle of Tobruk wasn't just a clash of arms, it was a testament to the will of individuals like Gurung, individuals who stood their ground against all odds, individuals who shaped the course of history with their actions. Hold on to your seats, history seekers, because we're about to dive into a chapter that'll grip your heart and leave you in awe. The final act of Lachiman Gurung's remarkable journey during World War II. This is the moment where emotions run high and courage shines brighter than ever before. So let's switch gears for a moment and venture eastward to the dense jungles of Burma. In the midst of all the turmoil, the Japanese Empire set its sight on this strategic land for two pivotal reasons. First, they aimed to cut off major Allied supply route to China. Second, they aspired to provoke a rebellion against the British Raj by reaching the border of India. Japanese forces, like a tidal wave of conquest, swept through Burma in 1942. The British and their colonial allies attempted to counterattack, but their efforts were repulsed. Over the next few years, Allied forces regrouped, and amidst the jungles, a fierce stalemate ensued. Heavy fighting continued into 1945, with attacks and counterattacks creating a chaotic rhythm amidst the thick Burmese foliage. And it's amidst this turmoil that we find ourselves zooming in on Gurung's journey once again. Towards the end of April 1945, the 89th Indian Brigade under General Sir William Slim was tasked with intercepting and destroying a withdrawing Japanese force. Gurung's 8th Gurkha Rifles were part of this operation. Sent to block the retreating enemy, Gurung's unit instead found themselves surrounded by hundreds of Japanese soldiers near the village of Tuang Dao. A Japanese victory here could deal a crippling blow to the British forces, so Gurung's platoon braced themselves for an unrelenting battle. Positioned on a small hill, Gurung, along with 2 comrades, became the most forward position of his platoon. It was during the night that up to 200 Japanese infantry launched a surprise assault, initiating a battle that would forever etch Gurung's name into history. In the pitch-black darkness, grenades rained down, and Gurung's response was nothing short of heroic. With precision and determination, he deflected grenades, even throwing some back before they detonated. But then disaster struck. A grenade exploded in Gurung's hand, leaving him severely injured and bleeding, blinded in one eye, with a shattered arm and severed finger. Isolated and wounded, Gurung found himself alone in the midst of a battle. While many might have crumbled in the face of such adversity, Gurung refused to surrender. With his one remaining hand, he continued to fire and reload his bolt-action rifle. Wave after wave of Japanese attacks crashed upon him, but Gurung's unwavering spirit shone through. His battle cry, "Come and fight a Gurkha!" echoed through the chaos as he fought on, alone, for 4 grueling hours, declaring that not a single Japanese soldier would pass beyond his knife. Japanese assaults continued relentlessly over the next 2 days, but Gurung's indomitable reserve held firm. The isolated Gurkha unit stood strong, buoyed by the courage of their fallen comrade. Finally, reinforcements arrived, turning the tide and ensuring that Gurung's heroic last stand was not in vain. The weight of Gurung's bravery became evident as the battlefield cleared. Of the 87 Japanese soldiers who perished in the battle, Gurung personally accounted for 31 of them. His unwavering spirit had not only held the line against the insurmountable odds, but had also turned the tide of the battle. Wounded and battered, Gurung was transported to a hospital. He had lost an eye and the use of his hand, but his damaged arm would recover. In December of 1945, Gurung stood tall in a ceremony in India as he received the Victoria Cross, the highest honor of valor and bravery in the British Armed Forces. Gurung became one of 13 Gurkhas to receive this prestigious recognition. Now, you might think that Gurung's story would end there, with the glory of his wartime heroism, but that's not the case. Gurung's journey took another unexpected turn, one that saw him advocating for Gurkha veterans, traveling to Britain, and even settling in London in the twilight years of his life. He passed away in 2010 at the ripe age of 93, leaving behind a legacy that stood as a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the unwavering courage of the Gurkha. As we look back at the Burma campaign, a chapter often overlooked in the annals of history, let Gurung's story be a reminder that heroism comes in all shapes and sizes. The battlefields might be forgotten, but the bravery, sacrifice, and determination of individuals like Gurung continue to illuminate the pages of time. Stay with me, because in our conclusion, we'll pay tribute to Gurung's enduring legacy and the countless other unsung heroes whose stories shape the world we live in. Until then, keep those hearts open and those eyes locked in, because the tale of Lachiman Gurung is one that'll forever resonate in the echoes of history. And there you have it, my fellow history enthusiasts, the epic journey of Lachiman Gurung, a man whose bravery and unwavering spirit defied the odds and shaped the course of history. From the battle-scarred sands of North Africa to the dense jungles of Burma, Gurung's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As we reflect on Gurung's journey, we're reminded that history is not just a collection of events. It's a tapestry woven with the threads of individuals who dared to stand against the tides of fate. Gurung's valor during the Siege of Tobruk and the Battle of Knightsbridge, his indomitable spirit during his last stand in Burma, and his legacy as an advocate for Gurkha veterans, these are the chapters that define his legacy. But Gurung's story is just one of many. As we delve into the history's depths, we uncover countless tales of heroism, sacrifice, and courage that deserve to be remembered. In the midst of the chaos of war, these stories emerge as beacons of hope, reminding us of the power of the human spirit to rise above challenges and make a lasting impact on the world. As we bid farewell to this journey, let Gurung's legacy inspire us to remember that even in the darkest of times, the light of courage can pierce through. So, my friends, let's honor the memory of Lachiman Gurung and all of those like him left an indelible mark on history. Let's carry their stories forward, sharing them with generations to come and ensuring that their sacrifices are never forgotten. And with that, we come to an end of this riveting journey through history, guided by the stories that shape our world. Remember, my fellow time travelers, history isn't just confined to the past, it lives and breathes within us, influencing our present and shaping our future. If you found Gurung's tale as awe-inspiring as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more immersive historical narratives. Until next time, this is the Tactical Historian signing off. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep exploring the depths of our human journey. I'll see you on the next one.